Welcome back, Deadites and Ghost Beaters. If you're new to the channel, I am Oldhead Gaming, and today is the start of a big 7 days for the Evil Dead franchises. Today, Thursday, April the 20th, is the early screenings of Evil Dead Rise. I myself will be seeing that at 7:10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, as I have tickets to go to my local theater for it, and of course it goes worldwide tomorrow, April 21st. But that's not all. The Evil Dead the game will be dropping its 6th big major content drop, with the Game of the Year update coming on Wednesday, April 26th, which not only will bring the game finally to preferred PC platform Steam, but will also include the Who's Your Daddy bundle, which is going to bring the 5th demon, Ball, aka Bill, and of course, Big Daddy Brock is going to be coming. Brock Williams, the newest leader to Evil Dead the game, and of course, patriarch of the Williams family. But that's not all. Bruce-O-Rama is in full swing, as always, during this time of year, and Bruce is out not only plugging Evil Dead Rise, of course, but just talking about stuff in general, and he dropped an awesome interview with the AV Club. I'm going to include the link to this entire interview in the description, but I recommend waiting till after you see Evil Dead Rise, because there is a lot of minor spoilers in there that might, take away from the film for you if you read it afterwards. But I cut out 2 snippets that I thought you needed to know that have nothing to do with Rise, so this is going to be completely spoiler-free. So that's not the first time I'm going to talk about the Ash versus Evil Dead, or some sort of Evil Dead animated feature. And Bruce had this to say as kind of an update. And here's what we got on that little tidbit. There's been talk of an animated Evil Dead project. Can you give us an update? Bruce responded, "I would voice that if we did it. My voice has not aged as much as I have, but it is in development. There's nothing else to say. I can't really talk about it, what it would encompass, but they're noodling ideas, and we've had meetings of all the boring crap. What kind of final ending do you envision for Ash? Well, he is foretold in an ancient book, so I think he would have something more mystical ending, and it's animation that you can do what you want. He could be any age you want, so we have a lot of latitude there. I don't know what we have given that much thought to it." And based on what you're seeing there, Bruce might not even see the animated feature as being Ash versus Evil Dead. We all just assumed they would conclude that, and that they would use the Stars characters, but he could be young Ash, it could be an Army of Darkness conclusion. We don't really know where that's going and how far along it is, but my guess is we probably won't see any animated Evil Dead stuff until 2024 at the earliest. But that was only the second most intriguing thing in that entire article, because Bruce wanted to talk about crossovers, and this is the second time he's talked about crossovers. If you haven't seen the video I did on Bubba Hotep, he talked about it during Comic-Con, how he wanted Bubba Hotep to be one of the first major crossovers in Evil Dead the game. And Bruce is all for crossovers, but this is the big daddy of them all, and let's see what he had to say here. AV Club said, "You recently did Evil Dead the game. Of course, we love Evil Dead the game. We all talk about it. And there were rumors about Ash appearing in Mortal Kombat 11, but that never came to fruition. With buzz about Mortal Kombat 12 possibly being announced soon, are you open to the idea of Ash appearing in that game?" Whew, poor Mortal Kombat fans. They're not going to like this response, but Evil Dead fans are going to love it. "No, I don't want Ash to appear in other people's games. Other creatures like Freddy and Jason should be in Evil Dead the game. You should be able to play as Freddy. You should be able to play as Jason, and then have them fight Ash with those guys. So the video game format is much more welcoming, and then make a side deal with however you get the licenses of character like Freddy. You let the game company make those deals, so that's what I would do. But no, I'm not interested in loaning Ash out. They need to come to our house." Now, this is very interesting. This is major characters. I've been talking about crossovers, especially Jason in particular, but Freddy is also a really good one. And if you didn't know, they've done 2 different versions of this in the comics. Freddy vs. Jason vs. Ash 1 and 2 in January 2010 it started, and then came back in 2012. The first one's much better than the second one. And not only that, there was almost a Freddy vs. Jason vs. Ash movie, but New Line Cinema wouldn't let Ash win, so Bruce wouldn't do it, which is how it was supposed to be. Bruce was supposed to defeat the villains. There was a lot of conflict over that, but it ended up the movie never happened. But Bruce wants it to happen in this game, and I'm all for it. Listen, if there's a thing that Bruce has talked about and kind of leaked heads-ups, giving a message, it's kind of been something like when he broke the news in the Looper article about Ted Raimi, and now we're seeing this. This was Ted Raimi's tweet from yesterday. "Gang at Boss Team Games and Evil Dead the Game are deciding now if Chet Kamensky should be in as a DLC. If you want to see that pink fuck knucklehead in the game, let them all know. Hashtag PS5 has the PlayStation, has the PC gaming. So now Ted's kind of hinting that, let's be honest, our boy Chet is on the way as well, and who knows, he could be here as soon as the anniversary. I don't think it will be, but maybe he'll pop up that quickly. I feel like the timing of everything seems to be get the eyes on Evil Dead the game, especially with the fact, as Bruce just said, I don't like Ash being in other games, and there was a major DVD drop of Ash vs. Evil Dead content, which included a brand new Ashy Slashy skin, which is going to also be in the Who's Your Daddy bundle, a Deep Riff version of that skin in that weird blue color they always do, and a bunch of charms, including characters like Coogie and Elegos and Ellie the Lizard, and like a whole bunch of other stuff. It's a weird situation right now with Dead by Daylight, kind of doing Evil Dead content for like the first time in like 3.5 years. And Bruce seems to be keen in on that. The only place they should be doing Evil Dead content, of course, is Evil Dead the game. So tell me what you think in the comments. Is Bruce right? Should Ash be fighting Freddy and Jason? Should you be able to play as Freddy and Jason in Evil Dead the game? Should Bubba Hotep show up? Great movie if I haven't seen it. I want to hear your thoughts on everything that we just broke down. As always, thanks for watching, and later, mates.